So I think, Goa has been always an amazing place in terms of having holidays, but this is holidays with some serious stuff. So, I think this morning, the core messaging is around reality. And I think it's part of our life nowadays. Whether we are using Google or Microsoft or anything you use in personal data, even for Facebook. But I think when it comes to the business side of it, comes to the governance side of it, I think things are a little different because things are more serious. Because it is not only the outcome, but also the security. A lot of things are linked. So you cannot just use data of outside from within the organization. So there can be a lot of other impacts. So now I just try to take a few insights, which is more about practical side of it, and tell you that how things are happening and what we are doing with some of the customers in India, and which is actually building the use cases for AI. So just one, whoever knows about OpenText. So we are an information management company, and so our presence globally we are in close to 200 countries. We are supporting almost 9,000 data centers across the world, and also we have 1 lakh enterprise customers. So this is around 22,000 employees across the globe. But in India, we are also there for the last 2 decades. And in fact, India is our second largest employee base and the second largest R&D base for us. And you'll be happy that not a single product of OpenText is touching India R&D. In fact, when it is coming to the AI, most of our development happens on R&D center in India today. So just to give you who are we in here, I'm not giving the global view, but the Indian view. All 4 telecom operators today is our customers. I'll give you a view what we do there. And then you talk about enterprise level, multiple enterprise segments in government. We'll talk about the defense. So all the 3 forces of defense are using our softwares to manage their networks, service management, content management, and stuff like that. Even in the public sector banks, even in PSU, government organizations, 60% of the organizations today are with us. So we are supporting all this customer not for last 1 or 2 years, but for more than a decade today. You must have heard of our organization called Hyperfocus. It has been taken over by OpenText 3 years ago. So it becomes a very large in terms of the software and services and able to help our customer in multiple domains. So, what AI is for the industry today? I think it is a shift. They will start from hesitations. My previous speaker was talking about that because of the lack of knowledge, there is a hesitation whether I should use it for my business, for my governance. Now, and then there are approaches to the pilots. Now, what happened next to pilots? Then it comes about exploration. Typically, approaches that how to explore. Now, what we are helping customers today to that hesitation confidence. So means we simple customers, tell them how the roadmap is looked like. So it's the critical blueprints. And then it goes to the impact. So whatever plan you are doing today, what is the impact it is going to bring for the organization? So if it is a government, is a revenue monitoring or land reforms, or maybe any other area which is more about productivity or the citizen services, what is the outcome coming? I think that is important to plan from the table. So the way we see today the industry is that, see, there are 3 phases, of the journey. It is a journey, right? It's not just one time duration of the year. So AI maturity starts with digital assistance, which is more adopting nowadays, like the chatbot. AI is chatbot. More available. It is more of a generative GenAI, right? And most of the organizations are implementing this kind of projects. Now, I think the next what is coming is that from digital assistance, it will be making with the digital workers. Now, digital workers are looked at across organizations, government and enterprise both. And what we get added is the agentic AI. Now, agentic AI is what? Agentic AI is that it is government. So, machine is going to take certain data which human takes. Now, some level of things will be getting implemented over time in next 2 to 3 years. But final objective, what organization looking at that there are areas where the CEO or CTO, the CEO decided to do the patent things is taken by the machines and helping human to make the business more efficient. So that is what will happen maybe beyond FY 27 onward. So what we are doing with customers today, because we have multiple software solutions which we offer to our customers, starting from the content. So we call something called the Aviator. Aviator is a branding for our AI platform. So we are not giving a different AI to different verticals, but we are saying it's a common platform and it is customized for different solutions, whether it is our content, it is our customer experience or citizen experience, or it is the cyber security, or it is observability or service management or DevOps, or it can be business network. Let me just go a little bit of deep into the subject, not in everything. I'll just pick up 3 things which in India most of the customers is actually finding opportunities or they are concerned around that. So one thing is that, see, we are in the area of autonomous decision making, whether it is AI or it is automation, right? Both are kind of both hands know each other at the same time. Now, we as what we see is that how you can reimagine the governance means the way you are using your information. Now things are going to be different going forward. I mean, it started happening already because of the real economy. So the way things are moving is that you are using your information to do the autonomous governance. Now we know that proactive governance in the environment we are talking about. Okay, or it can be the enterprise we are talking on a different term. But finally, it's a proactive governance, right? And second is that helping customers how they can collaborate across the departments, okay, through the solutions and data shared services. I think we have been talking about different departments not connected. So can the service be the collaborative? So that is one part that we are helping using the information management in a different way. And citizen experience. Now, citizen experience is the most important, one of the most important for the government because ultimately the service is to be delivered and the feedback has to come, the data is being consumed by the citizens properly or not, whether it's a direct benefit transfer or it's the income tax or the revenue reservation systems or maybe state level different schemes happens for for different segment of the society and then the service delivery. And definitely most important is that cyber security should be in each and every layer. Because ultimately, government is dealing with a lot of information which is private, which is confidential. Because in the banking information, then personal PII information. And with the new rule coming in from the government of India, they are keeping that. So then it will be much more prevalent. So it has to be designed in such a way that's what we are helping customers. And finally, you need a large scale infrastructure, which is the state data centers or the data center of any ministries. You need to have a higher autonomous hybrid cloud. So it can be cloud, it can be on-premise, and combinations, right? Now, what we are helping finding the customers with our software tools is that we are helping customers to bring the trusted information by governing the large data sets. Because any government has a huge large sets of data, how to govern the data and manage it properly. Second is that by using softwares, creating our next generation hybrid cloud. You have to minimize the human errors because when you run operations, typically how to make it more efficient and to become more uptime is something that next generation autonomous cloud is cloud, the hybrid cloud the picture. And then AI and the cyber security should be at an enterprise scale, not a smaller scale. It has to be across the organization, across the departments, right? So eventually what we are doing is that we are giving our solutions for the e-governance with the 6 domains. The most important use case, we call it observability and service management. Because when you roll out an applications or services within your organization or for your citizens, it is important that whether it is getting delivered properly or the feedback coming in terms of the service management, help-desk and stuff like that, right? At the same time, you also need to know what is happening in the infrastructure, what is happening in the applications, are they running properly, are they giving the, the required delivery, required service and required response time. So these are the tools which actually help customers to manage and deliver their services to call it OSM. So it's a new terminology called observability service management today. And a different scale. We talk about income tax, we talk about GST, we talk about how the state data center today we are actually supporting this customer. These are the tools which are available. I'm getting into this, but it has got those components. Second part is very important is that governance and the service delivery. If you see that, for example, income tax. Now, you know that income tax when you file on returns on a month of June or during the 15-20 days, there's a huge workload happens on the website. If you deliver that 3 years before, that extend file return deadline needs to be extended by 1 month. It is not happening in the last 3 years, right? So there's a reason why it is not happening. Because income tax department ask their delivery side to test the application, simulate the workload for the week. So what they did, they collaborated with us and they tested it, and after that they done the collection. So performance engineering is something which helps you in the service delivery. So we have a little bit of contribution because why we are getting an extension today on income tax. Same goes with GST and revenue. So it is also happening in multiple states because multiple states are also doing lot of schemes launching for 6 months, 1 year. And we want to see that this global population is being covered, this much of millions of rupees being transferred through direct transfer. Now we have to launch those kind of services within 2 months and 3 months because the CEO has decided to launch it. How do we know that application will not crash? That's the time. All media examination department, when your board results comes out, and the very thing that during these 2 days or 24 hours, 13 hours, the system always crashed. The website is not available. But how do you ensure that it is actually giving the performance when it is required? It is giving simulate the workload to see the things are running. So this DevOps platform is actually helping customer to do that. Plus, when it is a large digital transformation project, you need to manage the whole project through the life cycle. So project and portfolio management, application delivery management, those things are part of this solution. And these are all AI based and automation is integrated into it. Next is the cyber security. I think this is one of the top subject for discussion for every place, whether it's a government or enterprise. So we have solutions across the board, starting from the security operations to have security, data security, identity management, even we have digital forensic solutions, which actually help you if anything goes wrong in your attack, how to know what has happened. Maybe in the proactive way as well. So, when you look at the central ministries today, I think 60% of the central ministries, are actually our customers, and they are using these tools in different forms and different projects. Then definitely, we talk about state level, state data center, the SWAN is the most critical vehicle to run the applications, deploy the services. So, 50% of the states are actually covered and with our tools. And smart city projects nowadays not too many, but just last 5-6 years, it becomes a huge case, reference case for us because almost 50% of the smart cities are actually using our tools today. To others, permanent level centers. This is basically the new initiative coming for the last almost 3 years now, creating the state level security operations center, and some of the states are actually gone with our solutions. We are implementing it. And NIC also is see that we are providing the source solution as the history of the government departments, also using our platforms, is supporting it. So that's all from my side. I thought time to make it short, but this I'm here on this in the always reach out to me. Before I conclude, just one thing, we have something called Blue Carpet program, where we invite our customers to focus on technology. So Bangalore is the center for us, where we invite our customers, where we are already centered in Bangalore, Hyderabad, and all 3 places. But that is a center, so anybody interested in any domain we always talked about, you can always talk and then definitely we can invite you to showcase different technology which can fit your needs, your problems, and see how we can customize and help you to your solving your problems or maybe some opportunities which you want to build for your department of the state. Thank you very much. Really nice to be here. Thank you.